Hi everyone, this is Dr. Samantha Benjamin Allen, board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation, here to talk to you about another topic. This is a heavy one and a challenging one for a lot of people, but I thought I would just share some thoughts while I'm here walking by the river. You can hear it behind me, you can see it. Um, it's really peaceful and nice place to reflect and walk by the riverbank. Um, So, today I'm going to talk about how to make the most of a visit with a loved one who is going through a terminal illness. A lot of times, when we meet with people who are really suffering from things like cancer and its end stage, and they might be in the hospital, or things are looking like they're declining, we don't know when their last day is going to be. We tend to focus on the last day rather than be present for the moment that we have with them or the moments that we have with them. And I don't want anyone to suffer from feeling like they wish they said something when they had the opportunity, but sometimes we don't because we don't know what to say or we don't want to make circumstances worse. Um, So I just wanted to share a couple of points of things that you can talk about with the person when you're in their presence to make the visit rich and full and enhance the time that you spend with them. So the first thing is tell them you love them, okay? Number one, tell them you love them. Number two, ask for forgiveness if there are any unresolved hurts or issues from the past that you can think of that maybe you regret or wish that you hadn't said, or something you wish you hadn't done, that might have caused them to suffer anguish or pain, anger, frustration, inconvenience, whatever. It's worth just clearing the air and saying it. The next thing is to ask what their worries are. We all have worries from time to time, and even though they're in that circumstance, they are worrying about something a lot of the time and they're not expressing it. So giving them that space to be vulnerable and open without judgment and just share the things that are on their mind and on their heart is a real blessing if you can provide that space for them. The next thing you want to make sure you talk about is give them an opportunity to share some great moments that they experienced in their life. This also will give you a chance to know them as who they are in a better way, because some of these stories you might have never heard, and it also gives them the opportunity to reflect on the good things that they experienced in life and to really acknowledge the richness that they experienced in life when it's hard to see in the circumstance that they're going through. So just ask them, share some of your greatest moments in life, or if you remember some, share them with them as well. Sorry, there are all these little bugs. All right. So the next thing is to ask them what they're hoping for, okay? As long as there's life, there's hope. So if you have the opportunity to ask them what their hopes are, give them that chance, because it also helps to make them feel like they still matter. They're still here and they do matter. So ask what they're hoping for. So for instance, I'll give you an example. If it's someone who wishes they could see their grandchild graduate and the time is approaching in some months or the next year and they don't know if they're going to make it to see that event, help them and ask, would you like me to help you write a letter or a card to that person so that you can say what you want to say, and then when that time comes, I'll give it to them? Or maybe somebody's getting married and they wish they could go to a wedding, or they wish they could give them this thing. Make the help available now so that that goal or that wish can still be granted. So if something they want them to get or give, you want you to give to them, they can tell you where to find it, and you can help arrange that so it can happen. And there's no harm or foul in doing that, because God willing, they do live to get to that event. The mission will still be accomplished and there's no loss there. You still have the card, you still have the item that you can share, and they can actually share with them that if they make it to that event. So those were the 5 things. So 1 is tell them you love them. 2, ask for forgiveness if there's any unresolved conflicts, hurts, you know, contention. 3 is asking them what their worries are, and that also gives you the opportunity to find out if there's any way you can help alleviate some of those. 4 is to ask them to share some of their greatest moments, and you also share some of the greatest moments that you remember about them. And 5 is to ask them what they're hoping for.